Hello and welcome back to my channel. We're doing a how they really feel pick a card reading today, and I'm super excited about this one because it has lots of details. I have dice, I have a bunch of different decks, so I feel like I'm going to be getting a lot of details about this person, whoever they are, how they feel about you, and giving you the real 411 about what's going on. If you're new here, hi, my name is Erin. I am a intuitive reader who reads via tarot, oracle decks, and sometimes dice. And I would love it if you would stick around and subscribe and like this video. But either way, I'm really excited to do this reading for you. So we have 4 different piles. This is going to be group number 1. This is going to be group number 2. This is going to be group number 3. And this is going to be group number 4. So take a few minutes, maybe pause the video, get something to drink, get your iced coffee because we know it's hot outside right now. So get your tea, your coffee, your juice, your water, whatever you're into, and come on back for your reading. I'm super excited to do this for you. All right, let's get started. Hello, group number 1. We are going to start with the dice. So right off the bat, let's talk about the fact that we have the High Priestess, we have Capricorn, we have Saturn, and the 12th house, which is funny because Capricorn is actually ruled by Saturn. So when it comes to this person, the person that we're talking about, this is someone who is very intuitive and might have some Capricorn placements. And this is also someone who is no stranger to emotional struggle and just maybe even struggles with finances or just having a lot of trials and tribulations in their life. This is somebody who has really been through a lot in their life, especially even regarding like mental health, because when I think about the 12th house, I think about mental health, but it's also highly intuitive and probably very psychic in a lot of ways, because when I think of the 12th house and the High Priestess, that's definitely something I get as well. This is someone who is really in tune with themselves and really in tune with the world around them and has the ability to really almost sense when things are going to happen. And this is someone who has been through, like I said, has just been through a lot, so that could be really affecting the way that they are feeling about you. But let's go ahead and check these tarot cards. So we have the Chariot and the 9 of Swords, which is funny because again, that's talking about the fact that this person has these mental struggles. Like the 9 of Swords is all about having emotional struggles, feeling like you are just struggling with your emotions, struggling with your thoughts, feeling kind of trapped within your own mind. And then the Chariot is all about moving on and moving forward in life. So I feel like this person kind of feels like you might help them move on from some kind of mental struggles. Maybe there's just something about you that is just really emotionally healing to them, which is funny because the Chariot is ruled by Cancer, and I think Cancer is one of the most wonderful signs when it comes to emotionally healing other people other than Pisces. So I kind of see this person sees you as someone who being around you just kind of helps them heal. Maybe you listen to their struggles and you don't judge them. Maybe you really like show up for them when they need you. And maybe this is just like you guys have this really beautiful back and forth where you guys can really talk about your problems in a really safe place. So I think that's really cool. We have water, and I was just talking about the and then we have rulership. Okay, cool. So let's talk about this water card. I do think your person is a Capricorn, but you might have some Cancer placements. And then we have rulership, which is all about something having the resources to be able to get through their problems. In astrology, when something is in their rulership, it doesn't mean that you're not going to have hardships with that planet, but rather that you have the resources to be able to get through whatever hardship. So this person has a lot of resources, and this person has a lot of like ability to get through things, but sometimes they just need someone to kind of like help them out and like cuddle them and love on them. And I think you have this really beautiful loving presence that they are kind of a little bit addicted to. With the water, we were talking about intuition and connected to spirits, and like very much that's what I think about. This is all about feelings. This is all about introspection, the soul, your intuition. And I really feel like you bring out this other side. I wouldn't even be surprised if you started talking to them about spirituality and that kind of led them to go deeper into spirituality, go deeper into those kinds of things, because they're trying to like figure that out on their own. But just like being around you really just is like so healing for them and so wonderful for them. I'm going to get into a little bit of like the relationship itself. Oh my God. Okay, so we have wedding ring and sweetheart. Okay, well this this person is really into you. I'm not gonna lie about that. I will say that this person might want some kind of marriage with you, might want to be with you in some way, definitely wants some kind of committed relationship with you, and they are willing to romance you, and they are willing to let you know exactly how they feel about you. They are definitely someone who is not shy about how they feel about you, though they might be tied up in some things, meaning some trials, some tribulations. I'm even seeing like even like maybe court cases or even like a divorce of some sort. Maybe they're trying to leave someone else and they might be stuck in this situation. But overall, they're like really, really, really into you. I'm going to go ahead and pull out some cards from this Ocean of Emotion deck to get any other feelings coming from this person directly about you. Okay, it says regret. I am filled with doubt and regret. Ooh, Muse, you make me feel alive again. And then it says illusions I can see through the smoke and mirrors now. For you guys' story, I do feel like there was one point in this relationship where you and this other person definitely have had some disagreements. I feel like you and this other person have definitely had your ups and downs when it comes to your connection and your relationship, but in a lot of ways you really inspire this person. In a lot of ways you really help them to feel healed and like they can pursue their dreams, but they haven't always treated you well in the past. I feel like, you know, part of the reason why you are attracted to this video and you kind of want to know what this person is feeling and how they're feeling is because they have been confusing in the past, and they might be popping back up in your life, like going really hard with you, being like, oh, I want to be with you, like let's get married, let's like, you know, take it to the next level. I'm so sure about how I feel about you, but you're not necessarily sure about them because they haven't always treated you with the right amount of respect and reverence, and they haven't always treated you the way you're supposed to be treated. And I also think with this person, I think that they are someone who has been confused in the past, and they kind of can see through the BS now, but there was a point in their life where, especially if they were dealing with another committed partner or someone they were dealing with who just wasn't treating them right, and they were almost in this fog of like, oh, you know, I'm not really sure how to deal with this person, and I can tell that they're lying to me. My intuition is telling me that they're lying to me, or that there might be something up, but I'm not really sure about what's going on. And overall, I just feel like though they do have some regrets about how they treated you in the past that are kind of showing up now, because maybe you were like, hey, that person's like treating you like crap, and you were letting them know that it didn't make a lot of sense, but then because of that they are just kind of like, basically they're regretful of how they treated you because you probably told them that this other person that they were dealing with wasn't the right person for them, and they didn't listen to you. So I have some channeled messages from your person. I have 6 of them. So let's start with this one. It says, I won't let you down. I have trouble with intimacy. I want to start over. I need to focus on my family right now. They need me. Dating you would be just too difficult right now. I'm going to sneak back into your life and pretend nothing ever happened. I know I'm a coward. And I'm going to risk it all for you. I think you're worth the risk. So again, this kind of like leads me to this idea that, again, I don't think this person has always treated you right. I think this person has been very much about dealing with themselves. They didn't believe in spirit. They didn't believe in any of these like metaphysical things, and meeting you, they're like, oh, okay, there might be something to that. And they're focusing on trying to get their life together so that they can be with you. But make no mistake, they want to be with you in a romantic way. They want wedding bells, they want the whole thing, they want the commitment, they want the romance, and they're not hiding that in any kind of way. So if this person is coming back around in your life, they do care about you, and they do want to be with you in a romantic way, and they are someone who is really trying to show you that. So that's a good thing. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out a few cards to see like when movement might be happening in this connection. So we got the Stop Obsessing card, which to me is all about you kind of obsessing about them. We'll get to that in a second. We have January, and we have Way Off in the Future. So this person might take their time to let their intentions know. You're definitely getting a little bit of a spiritual, like, hey, don't obsess about this person. Don't keep giving them attention. Don't keep like pushing and forcing your opinion and your thing on them. But overall, I think this person does want to have a real connection with you and may want to get married to you or be in a real long-term committed relationship with you. And that's a really, really good thing. So overall, though they have been through a lot, though they've been through a lot of trials and tribulations, the way that they feel about you is that you're kind of the one for them. Your presence is super healing for them. They feel like you soothe away the trials, you soothe away the crazy thoughts. Being around you is very healing. You've opened them up to being able to sense more spiritual things and connecting to their own psychic ability, and they definitely want a long-term relationship with you. So that's what I have for you, group number one. Let me know if it resonated with you. Let me know if you know this person. I want to know. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and remember to be kind to yourself and others. See ya. All right, group number two. We're going to start with the dice. We have the Ace of Swords, Mercury, the first house, and Libra. Your person could have Libra placements. They could also have Aries placements with the first house there. I can see this person as a particularly very chatty person, someone who really likes to communicate, and someone who also really cares about their appearance and how people perceive them. I'm not gonna lie, this person gives me a little bit of vain vibes. And then we also have that Ace of Swords, so they're someone who, like I said, they really like to communicate. They really need to know that when they're talking to another person, that both them and the other person are on the same page. With the Libra placement, this makes me think this person is very, very, very important to them to have partners, to have a partner, to be partnered up with someone, and relationships in general are just very important to them. Mercury, for me, that means that this person is probably very intelligent, someone who might be going to school or very highly educated, someone who's just incredibly smart and really, really big on being able to show that they're smart. And this is just someone who really cares about having conversations with you and other people. And they might want to talk to you. That might be one of the biggest things that's showing up in this reading, is that this person wants to like clear the air with you, because maybe at one point you guys were just not on the same page and they kind of want to talk to you about that now. But let's get some more details. Oop. So the Queen of Swords and the Hangman. Oh my goodness, this air energy is insane, okay? Like Mercury, the Ace of Swords, a Libra, Queen of Swords. This is giving me so much air energy, so much chattiness, so much talking. And then we also have the Hanged Man. So I feel like you and this person's connection is quite literally in suspension. You know, it's like they don't know how you feel, and they may not harbor any bad feelings towards you, but I get the impression that you and this person's relationship went downhill in a very unclear way, and there is a deep need for clarity in this relationship between the two of you, because it's like you're in suspension. Maybe you're on a break with this person, or maybe you guys broke up but it doesn't feel like it's over. Maybe this is just someone who really, really, really messed up with you, and they want to tell you the truth behind their actions because there was a really big miscommunication. With the Queen of Swords energy, this is someone who can be a little bit cold-hearted and kind of operate a little bit like a robot. And what I mean by that is that they care a lot more about what is logical than what is true, or not what is true, than what is their feelings are trying to tell them, or what their intuition is trying to tell them. This person really, really cares about their logic. They really care about what makes sense. They want to see the facts, the figures, the details. They are more concerned with that than their intuition or what feels right. And I feel like if you're the opposite of that, that might just be, kind of why that is happening. This person also feels like they have a lot of ideas and new things that they want to communicate with you, and I can also see this person showing up as like a friend, or like some kind of business partnership, or someone who like really, really wants to be on the same page about you with something you're working on, as well as something romantic. Let's get some extra details. Third house of communication and Aquarius. I swear, there's so much air energy in this reading that like it's just a lot. With the Aquarius, you have Libra, we have Queen of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the third house of communication, which is ruled by Gemini. Like, this person really, if I have to say anything in this reading, this person wants to talk to you. They need to talk to you. They need to clear the air with you. They need to sit down and have a face-to-face discussion with you. They want to text you. They want to DM you. They want to call you. They want to FaceTime you. They really want to talk to you, and I really feel like this person loves to talk to you. Honestly, I feel like in a lot of ways this person feels like you're one of the only people who can keep up with their crazy mind. They're kind of like a crazy scientist, or someone who's just like a mad genius, and they don't feel like a lot of people can keep up with the way that their mind works. They don't feel like a lot of people can keep up with their ideas or be able to bounce around from topic to topic. I wouldn't be surprised if you met this person via social media, as well, as third house can also represent social media. And I really feel like you guys met probably on the internet, and maybe not in person. You might have met in person later on, but you met on the internet or through an app or something like that. And this person just kind of fell in love with the way your mind works and being able to have long conversations with you. They love having long conversations with you. I wouldn't be surprised if you were the kind of people who could talk for hours about anything, So that's super interesting. Okay, we have twin flames. Ooh, and we have life goals. Okay, guys, this relationship is really intense. In the comments, please let me know if you pick pile number 2, what the heck is going on with this and who this is about, because I need to know. I need to read those comments. I have to know. Like, I'm curious. This person could be your twin flame, your other half. Like, you guys have a magnetic attraction to one another that is very unique. This person also feels like you and them have very similar life goals. Do I feel like at some point there was some kind of break in this connection? I do feel that way, but I also feel like this person feels like you're kind of perfect for them, and that you can keep up with their mind, and they are going to let you know how they feel. I'll tell you one thing, this person will let you know how they feel by talking to you, by saying it very plainly, because that just seems to be the way that they operate. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Oceans of Emotions deck and get a little bit of an understanding of how this person is feeling towards you right now. Okay, we have sexual Let's play. We have rage. Okay. It says, all of the anger I hold back is burning me up from the inside. And then we have compassion. It says, thank you for caring when nobody else did. So this is very interesting to me. I feel like, first of all, there's a lot of tension between you, which makes sense if you're twin flames. Probably has a lot of magnetic attraction between you. I also feel like this person might be someone who carries a lot of rage, who carries a lot of anger towards the world, even maybe towards you and some past things that happened between you. But it's also like this person's like, through the rage and through me being angry at you and through me not understanding where you were coming from, I realize that you were just trying to take care of me. You were trying to be compassionate towards me. I really feel like at one point you probably tried to overstep your bounds a little bit to try to help this person, and this person was like, I'll do it on my own. They're a little bit prideful, especially when it comes to using logic to figure out their problems, and you might have come to them with, hey, let me like be compassionate towards you. Let me love you. Let me take care of you. And they're like, I just want to fix my problems the way that I want to fix my problems. So I do feel like at one point you and this person kind of had that argument, and overall, like, the attraction's there. They definitely want to move forward with you. So yeah, let's see if I channeled 6 messages from them. So we'll see. It says, I compare others to you. It says, I see life differently now. I don't know why this happened. It says, dating you is like being in a maze. I'm trying to find a clever ways to win you over. It says, timing has been important. I want to be with you, but it's just bad timing. Perhaps we're just star-crossed lovers. And it said, would you mind spending the rest of your life with me? I'm convinced you're the one for me. Complicated is the word that comes to mind. Intense. You know, I feel like this person probably tried to date other people and then realized that there really isn't any other person that they want to be with. They probably went out and really tried to be with other people and see what other people had, and it's just no one intrigues them. That's another thing. You really intrigue this person. They feel like you are just this intriguing person that they can't understand, because they can't just logic their way into understanding your mind. They actually have to watch you and listen to you, because you're not just, you know, just some person. You know, you're not typical. You're not like everybody else. And this person sees that this uniqueness that you have is something that is incredibly beautiful to them. And it's like, you just fascinate them. The way your mind works fascinates them. They want to kind of get into the nut and bolts of your mind and see how it works. I do think that you guys have had some disagreements in the past. I do think it probably came from you trying to help them and them seeing that as a threat and kind of being like, oh, like, don't do that. And I think that they have tried to move on, but they just kind of can't. They can't move on, and they can't really, like, you know, find that other person that makes them feel the way that you do. So you're just kind of on their mind all the time. All right, let's see when there might be a little bit of movement towards this connection. Okay, we have October. Halloween might be very, very important to you guys. It says take one day at a time. And it says just a few weeks. So I don't know when you're watching this video. It could be in the summer or the winter. But October might be a very important month for you. It could be, October could be when you guys got together, or it could be significant. It also could mean this person is coming towards you in October. And we also have to take it one day at a time, which is very much Spirit's way of saying, hey, you don't have to worry about this. This is not something that you should be worrying about. And then we have just in a few weeks, so a few weeks to, you know, where you are. Different messages for different people, because I know lots of people are going to be watching this. So for some people it might be just a few weeks. For others, the October could be when this person's coming in, or that could just be a very significant month to your connection. You can let me know in the comments. But with all that being said, I hope this helped you get an idea of how this person feels towards you. Remember to be kind to yourself. Remember to be kind to others. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you later. The Leo energy coming off of this reading and smacking me in the face is so intense. We have the sun, we have Leo, and we have the 4th house, okay? This is someone who probably has Leo placements, and is someone who is incredibly self-expressive, probably into art, probably into expressing themselves in any way that they see fit, a bit of a fiery personality, a bit of a dominant personality. We also have the 4th house that talks about home, family, and hearth, so this might mean that this person might be someone who is really, it's really important for them to be with their family and their friends, whether that be chosen family or that be their actual biological family. They might have to take care of the people that they love. They might try to entertain the people that they love by making them laugh, making them feel good about themselves. Just a very encouraging presence to be around. But like I said, the Leo energy in here is really intense. Definitely feel like this person has Leo placement. Definitely feel like this person might be visible in some way, whether that means they have some kind of platform or they're in a position of leadership that is very important. They are kind of visible in one way or another to the world. Okay, so let's get into how this person feels about you and what's going on with your connection with them, all that good stuff. Let's see. So the 4 of Wands, and then we have Judgment, okay? So the 4 of Wands is about a celebration of a sort, and Judgment is about making some kind of call and having all of the resources you need to be able to make a decision about something. So this person feels like they have had to make a decision about you. They've been very back and forth about you and your connection. I definitely feel like you met this person during a time of celebration, whether it be at a wedding, party, a graduation party, or something like that. This person wants to move forward with you in one way or another, but might feel like they are a bit hesitant, a little bit afraid to make a decision, a little bit afraid to settle down. I think in a lot of ways this person is very childlike, and they might be afraid that being with you takes away their independence in some way, and that they're going to have a boring life if they really commit themselves to someone, or they might be letting down their family and friends in one way or another because you and their family and friends may not see eye to eye in one way, shape, or form. We have Aries, and then we have Mercury. So this Mercury is the messenger. It often shows up when it talks about a message being delivered. And then we have Aries. I wouldn't be surprised if this person had their friend contact you. I'm not gonna lie, like they seem kind of like scared to make a decision. Overall, the energy feels like it's like they're reminiscent of your connection with this person, and they want to move forward, but they're like so scared you're gonna say no. Aries is also about being able to assert yourself and take action and be a dominant. Again, like I said, I do think this person is a dominant personality, but I also can see how they might ask somebody else to like contact you because they might just feel a little bit off. I definitely feel like you and this person have a bit of a past. I don't think this is a new person in your life at all. I think this person feels very strongly for you in the fact that I feel like you make them feel alive, and I think that they love having conversations with you, and they just have a lot of fun with you. They feel like being around you is just so freaking fun, and that you guys can be anywhere with anyone in any setting, and it's like a party all the time. But I think that's also what makes them confused about what they want to do with you, because it's like, okay, we know that we can have fun together, but does that mean that we can build a life together? Does that mean that we can, be able to build something beautiful that's going to last? Because this person, even though they are very childlike, is concerned about their future and what that's going to look like, and they are kind of reserved when it comes to commitment because they don't want the fun to stop. They want it to keep being a fun time. They want to keep going and doing like really cool and fun things, and they don't want it to get boring, and they don't want the type of life where it just feels very domesticated. They want to feel like they're having fun all the time. So you have photograph, which is about nostalgia, and then we have kisses, which is about unconditional love. This person does have a lot of love for you, and they have a very romantic side. I wouldn't be surprised if they take you out on lavish dates and try to really show you a good time. They are very romantic. They think about flowers. They think about being able to give you that gift that you need. They try to make their feelings known by doing actions and by showing you how they feel. They want to take you out. I also think that they are someone who's very nostalgic, and someone, this might be like a sweetheart, like a love sweetheart relationship from like high school or something like that, where this person like really cares about you, and they look back on their photos and they're like, oh, that was such a fun time, like it was so beautiful to be with you at that time, and I want to go back to that. I want to go back to the fun. I want to go back to the smiles. I want to go back to the fun stuff. I don't want to worry about the serious stuff, the marriage, the kids. I want to have the fun stuff. I want to do the dates. I want to do the adventures. You know, this person's looking for an adventure partner, a player too, rather than someone to necessarily build a life with. Like I said, they're kind of childlike in that way. They have a very childlike energy to me. A very warm, inviting, fun energy where like you can be around them and they're just going to light up your day just based off of how fun and how smiley and how funny they are. I'm going to go ahead and pull out some cards about how they feel about you now. Okay, it says, I would like to work together to build some stability. Nothing matters anymore. I give up. Depressed. And then we have sexual let's play. I don't know why this came up twice. This came up in another reading too. It's just kind of funny to me. But I do feel like this person, I want to say that you guys were together or were interested in one another when you were a lot younger than you are now. I feel like this person concentrated on having fun, and now that they're a little bit older and a little bit wiser, they're like, oh man, I really should have like had a plan for what I want the future to look like. I really need to build something that's going to last. And I do feel like they are kind of depressed right now. They are kind of in a place where they're not feeling too good about themselves, based off of the fact that everything was party, 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 and none of it was like building something that's going to last. And sometimes some people have a hard time with being able to stop themselves from having like less fun now so that they can have more fun later. And this person might be that kind of person. And they feel like they kind of like, one, they're super attracted to you, and two, they feel like they kind of lost a good one. They feel like they kind of lost someone who was actually a great fit for them because they were super afraid of commitment, and now they would have rather had that commitment and been serious than to be where they are right now in life right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at some messages that I channeled from your person. It says, I can be myself with you. It says, I do love you. It says, I am in a committed relationship. It says, I'm rushing in love. Don't ignore the red flags. I'm still working through my issues, and I need to be near you while I do it. It says, I'm not going to give you the impression that I like you too much. And it says, it's going to take me a few months to come back. Keep your options open. I'm still very confused. This person might be in a relationship with someone, and that might be why they're so depressed. They may have chosen the wrong person and realize that they actually want to be with you now. And now that you might be showing up as an option for them, they want to rush into a relationship. As far as how this person feels about you, do they have genuine feelings for you? Absolutely. Do they love being around you? Absolutely. Do you make them feel alive? Do they even might want to be in love with you? Absolutely. Are they a good fit for you? Should you be with them? That's a different story. That's a different story. for group number 3, because this person does have some red flags. They have some things going on that maybe it's not necessarily a good time for them to be pursuing a relationship. Maybe they need to go and deal with their own issues, their own problems, and get a little bit more serious about life, because they're not a very serious person, and that's really showing up as a way to kind of like not be very good for you right at this moment. So that's kind of like your choice, you know. I'm here to tell you how this person feels, which is that you make them feel alive. They have so much fun with you. They are in love with you. They love being around you. But also, they are very unsure of themselves. They're not in a good place mentally, and may even be in a relationship with someone else that might be not a good fit for them, but they kind of are stuck in that relationship, and you shouldn't have to deal with that. So, you know, choose wisely. I'm going to go ahead and pull to see when this person might be coming into your life, or there might be some kind of communication coming your way from this person. Okay, we have springtime, November, so maybe between spring and November, and then divine timing. So when things are ready to move in this connection, they'll start moving somewhere between spring and November of whenever you're watching this video. This person might be showing up to have a conversation with you. But overall, that is what I have for you, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know who this is about, because I'm very, very curious about who this could be about. And like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Remember to be kind to yourself, and remember to be kind to others. So looking at the dice first, I have to say, group number 4, the thing that comes to mind, the phrase that comes to mind is slow and steady wins the race. Okay, we have a Capricorn, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is all about building a steady foundation, but taking your time. You know, the Knight of Wands likes to rush in, he likes to rush in with their impossible, passionate plans. The Knight of Swords likes to rush in with their ideas. The Knight of Cups likes to rush in with their romantic ideals, but the Knight of Pentacles likes to take their time. The Knight of Pentacles likes to have a plan, is on the long road, okay? So if this sounds like a person you know, then you're looking for someone who likes to take their time, who is very earth dominant, who has probably been through some kind of significant trauma and a lot of things in their life, and they may have even been someone who really didn't treat you the best with the Pluto. I'm just being honest, like I don't know if they're the nicest person to you. And then we also have the 4th house that talks about being family oriented, dealing with the family, or even dealing with stuff that has to do with, you know, childhood trauma. There is a lot to kind of unpack, so I'm very curious with what's going to come up in the cards, because this person seems like they've been through a lot. And it seems like you and this person have been through a lot. So let's see what's going on here. So the 6 of Cups. And then we have the 9 of Wands, okay? This person, in a lot of ways, really misses you, cares for you, loves you, but also feels like you have wounded them in some way. There's like this nostalgia, this wanting to reconcile, this wanting to be there for you, but then there's also this other side where it's like, you really wounded me. Like, I feel like I am at the end of my road with you because you really wounded me in a lot of different ways. The 9 of Wands is very much about being wounded and feeling like you need to move past something, but feeling like you kind of can't because you're at this end of the road and you're just tired, man. And I feel like, you know, there was a lot of fighting with you and this person. There was a lot of disagreement with you and this person. This person has very mixed feelings towards you. On the one hand, there's like this beautiful nostalgia where they look at you like, oh man, like you are the ideal person for me. But I also realize in some ways we're kind of toxic together. And that's just me being honest because, you know, I didn't come here to waste your time, group number 4. But, you know, that's just kind of how I feel. We have Taurus. And then we have opposition, which is about 2 forces not getting along, you know. So you could be the Taurus or they can be the Taurus. This is somebody who you have butt heads with. This is somebody where you guys have not been in agreement with a lot of different things. The way you live your life is very different from the way this person lives their life. This person also might feel like you're very stubborn. They also might feel like you're someone who's very sensual and beautiful, but also very stubborn and possessive. And they might feel like you're a little bit too possessive over them. The feelings that this person has towards you is very, very intense in the way that you guys have a lot of history and you have a lot of big values that you do not agree on in a lot of different ways. I don't know if this is the person you should be messing with, group number 4. Like, I feel like there's a lot going on here that's very, very intense. Maybe you are someone who's a little faster, who wants to move on faster. And move to things in a very quick motion, but this person's just very, very slow, and they're going to take their time, and they're very stubborn, and I think you're very stubborn as well. We have the Who's Walking Who card, and we also have the Karmic Relationship card. This person really is scared of power dynamics. They never want to feel like they're in a relationship with someone who just doesn't who wants to control them. They are terrified of being controlled in a relationship, and that could be because maybe in the past, or one of their parents was very controlling of the other, or maybe they were in a relationship with someone else that was very much like that. But this person really cares about power dynamics and power issues, and not feeling like they are being led. They want to feel like they're leading it, and I feel like in a lot of ways you do kind of want to lead the relationship, or you are very opinionated, and this person is very intimidated by that and intimidated by you. And then we also have this Karmic Relationship card, so I don't think that this is someone who you can be in a long-term relationship with, because I feel like they trigger you a lot. I feel like you guys trigger each other in a lot of ways. And this is a relationship that's really showing up to teach you a lesson about yourself, and vice versa, because this person overall just doesn't have the values and the foundations that you would need to be in a super healthy and wonderful relationship with this one. Though you guys are super attracted to each other, and I think that there are some good here, I also think that there's a lot of complications when it comes to how this person feels about you. Alright, let's go ahead and look into some recent feelings. It says a warmth, despise, I'm full of hate, and nervous. So I think that in some ways this person looks at you. You know what phrase came to my head when I was pulling this card specifically? This card kind of flew out of the deck, actually. The phrase that came to my mind is, I didn't appreciate you when I had you. I did not appreciate you when I had you. And then we also have despise, like I'm full of hate. And then we have nervous. My anxiety is worse than ever before, and I'm constantly worried and insecure. This person is very, very insecure. This person has a almost victim attitude. I feel like this person is someone who's like, you know what, life has messed with me and it's life's fault, and they're not necessarily willing to look at their part in what they have done to contribute to where they are in life, or contribute to where your relationship is. And I also feel like this person kind of is mad at you for not moving forward in your connection with them the way that they want you to. Because I feel like you're probably hesitant to deal with this person, and it would be for a good reason, because they have a lot of stuff to work through. They have a lot of trauma they need to heal. They have a lot of therapy they need to go through. I'm not a therapist, but just for entertainment purposes only. But, that's just kind of what I'm seeing in the cards. Like I said, there are some good things here in the fact that there's a lot of nostalgia. There's a lot of beautiful memories. But there's also a lot of control issues, a lot of this person feeling like you're stifling them, and maybe you feeling like this person is just taking too long in a lot of ways to do the things that you're asking them to do. And this doesn't mean that you're unreasonable at all. I just think that this person is so blinded by their own pain that they don't realize that they are stopping themselves from being happy, quite literally. Okay, so I have 6 messages that I channeled from your person. This message is from them to you. It says, I saved your text messages. Your intellect arouses me. I find you so attractive. I might say cruel things to test you. I lash out because I feel hurt. I don't think sorry is going to be enough. I'm planning to surprise you with something better. Just wait and see. I'm going to make it up to you if that's the last thing I do. Like I said, I do think there's a lot of hurt here, but I also think there's a lot of attraction. I think there is some good in this connection, but I also feel like, you know, though this person might want to make it up to you, which it seems like they do, it seems like they want to prove to you that they are not the same person that they were, but it does seem that they've probably been cruel to you in the past. They probably have said some messed up things, done some messed up things, treated you not the way you should have been treated, and traumatized you in some ways. And if that is the case, then, you know, maybe not be the best person for you. Like, overall, at the end of the day, this just may not be the best person. So I'm going to actually pull out some advice for you guys. Normally I would do something else, but I think that advice would just be better in this case when it comes to this person, about how you should handle this person and what you should do. Okay, this is the Emperor, the Hangman, and the King of Swords. So this is the advice for how to deal with this person. You need to work on building your own foundations. There should be no movement when it comes to this particular person. There's no reason to have any movement in this connection right now. You should worry about yourself and building your own foundations. And the King of Swords is a reminder that it is better to think with your head right now and not your heart, because your heart is going to cloud your judgment in this case. And look, I'm a very romantic person. I very rarely tell people not to follow their heart. But in this particular case, you have to learn from your past mistakes. I'm not saying that this person couldn't end up being a better partner for you in the future, but the future is not now. The future is the future. And now you have to work on your foundations, feeling good about yourself, being able to go after your goals, and thinking more with your head and then your heart right now, because your heart is going to lead you back into that relationship, and that is just not where you need to be right now. I'm going to go ahead and pull out a few cards about when there might be movement with this connection, if this person, you know, does change and become a better person for you, when that could be. Okay, so I do think this person's going to try to contact you very soon. I'm not going to lie. You might have to resist them, group number 4. You might have to beat them off with a stick and be like, you need to change. Rushing in. And then better late than never. Yeah, so I think this person's going to be trying to contact you extremely soon. Way sooner than they should. And it's probably going to be up to you to kind of tell them, no. If it looks like they haven't healed, if it looks like they're not in a better place, then you're better off just chilling and being by yourself, group number 4. I am sorry, I have to be honest with you. I know it's not the brightest, most love and light reading that there could be, but that's just the kind of person I am. I'm going to tell you straight that I don't think this person is necessarily a great fit for you, and it's probably better that you leave them where they are until they handle their stuff. And maybe once they handle their stuff, maybe at that point you guys can have a relationship, but right now, not the case. Alright, so let me know in the comments how this landed for you. I'd like to hear from you. Remember to like and subscribe, and remember to be kind to yourself and others, and I will see you on the next video.